in terms of how do you connect your Phidget to Artisan and the bean probes and environmental temperature, this is how I did it on my Quest. So this probe here is the bean temperature, and this one's the environmental temperature. So this probe came from Sweet Maria's. Actually, it was coffee shrub, and so you get the part that connects to the machine, and then the wire's nice and long, and you get this connector right here with your probe. But then off Amazon, I had to buy this connector so I could then connect this to my Phidget. Now, there might be a more elegant way to do it, but that's how I did it. And this is the Phidget. I think it's the 1040, yeah, the PN 1048. So what happens is on this little connector here, you have a positive. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a positive and a negative. And then you connect to the positive and negative on this little connector that I got from Amazon. It's a K-type connector. And in this case, you connect the bean temperature to the Phidget on the numbers 0. If you can see that right there, 0. The red connector goes to the 0. And then the ground for that same connector goes to this G here, right here. So when I did that, it just worked in Artisan. I didn't have to change any settings other than selecting that Phidget was my connector. I didn't say, port 0 is my bean temperature. It kind of just knew it. So that was kind of nice. For the environmental temperature, it's the same setup, except for that, it's these two right next to that one. You'll see it's a 1 and a G. So the gray wires is the gray wire is the environmental temperature, and again, that connected. Sorry for having to move everything around, but this you can probably see it better. There you can see that the two gray wires are to the 1 and the G, and then it progresses up to the left with 2 and a 3. I don't know what those are for, but for me, the 0 just right out of the box worked for bean temperature, and the 1 worked right out of the box for the environmental temperature. I didn't have to change any settings in Artisan to make that work. So when I say that you had to buy some pieces from Amazon, so this second piece I got from Amazon, but these little in-between wires, I just got those from Scrap Electronics. So I just got those off of, I think, old speaker wires. There might be a more elegant way to connect the K-type connectors directly to the 1048, but I don't know how to do that. So, but this does seem to work. Then you have a USB connector right here that connects to your computer, and it's kind of like it's this small type connector, the old school micro USB, I think they call it, and it just connects right in. Oops. Anyways, it connects right there on this port. I can't do it with two hands, or one-handed, so it goes right into that port. And then the other end is just a normal size USB, and it goes to your computer. And there you go.